What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into this video on Elvis is the Man. So I just got back from Memphis, Tennessee for Lisa's memorial, and I want to share with you everything that went on there. For those of you who weren't down there or only caught the live stream, what it was like, the atmosphere, and my personal experience, videos, and thoughts. So I flew down there Saturday night after work at the Nashville airport. I rented a car and drove down to Memphis, got there about 1 a.m. I was lucky enough to get a room at the guest house. All that week it had been packed, and on the way down, I just called one more time and a few people had canceled, so I was lucky enough to get it. The only thing was I couldn't really enjoy it because I got there at 1 and then fell asleep by about 2, had to get up at 4 to make sure I was like one of the first in line. But here's some video here, just some of you guys who haven't been there. This is just the one bedroom. And then this is me here down in the lobby about 4:30 a.m. I asked the lady at the desk, and she told me that everybody was going to be waiting for a shuttle at 5 to take you down there. But when I noticed nobody was there, nobody was waiting for the shuttle. Actually, people were just walking down, which I originally thought to do. So I did myself, and didn't know exactly where to go, so I went outside Graceland. Then I finally found out where everybody was gathering, and I got in as fast as I could. You can see here, there was a lot of people in front of me, but compared to everybody who showed up, I was like pretty much right at the beginning. That's a line looking behind me at all the people who were gathering. I would estimate maybe at least 2,000 people showed up that day. I guess it's really hard to determine, but as it got lighter, you could see more and more how many people. It was cool. It was my first time down there with a lot of fans, so I was able to meet a handful of you guys. Not as much as what we really could have done because it was so like uniformed and organized. They wouldn't let you walk around or do anything, which makes sense. This is here right down on the crosswalk here at Presley Boulevard. I was glad at the police presence there organizing everything. After a security check, they let us walk onto the grounds, and this was like surreal. Walking up, I never walked up like this. We always take a shuttle, so I made sure I recorded it to just really experience what that was like you're walking up to Elvis's house. You can see right in front of the house, they have a little tent set up with a bunch of chairs for family and friends. They roped us off, and it was pretty much first come, first serve, so that's why everybody wanted to be down there. I got up as close as I could, and luckily I was taller than everybody, so I had no trouble viewing things. So the mood there was like very somber and respectful. It was really cold, and people had been waiting a long time, but we were happy to do it, obviously. It was just great to even be a part of it. We were glad they opened it up to the public. So this is the service list. I was excited to see Billy Corgan, Alanis Morissette, who I've never seen, Axl Rose, Jerry Schilling, Priscilla Presley. I've never seen these people in person, so this was all new to me. The memorial was so nicely done. They played Elvis music, Elvis gospel music, before and after the memorial started. And then from the left side of Graceland here, that's where the shuttle would bring in all the guests that were going to participate or who were just going to attend. Sorry about the vertical format. A lot of things I was putting up on Instagram as they were going on. Not really intending to use it as a video, but then I realized, it'd be nice to put in here. So they had 2 nice pictures of Lisa put up on either side of the stage. You could see here the press was out, the media was out, people were being asked if they wanted to do an interview. And then we start to see the people gathering. I was shocked, along with everybody else, to see Austin show up. That's him right there. Nobody turned to wave, which I understand. They want to be respectful to Lisa. This isn't like a meet and greet. Everybody was in black. Then we have Jerry Schilling, who's always at the Presley events. He was at the Golden Globes. Baz there. A lot of these people, we weren't sure if they're going to come or not. We just thought maybe it would be Priscilla and her kids. James Burton shows up. It's nice to see him there. And then we have Sarah, Duchess of York. People around me were saying, oh, that's Fergie. And I'm thinking like from Black Eyed Peas. I'm like, I didn't know Lisa knew her. So then we have Riley and her husband, Priscilla, who you guys don't understand unless you see her in person. She looks way younger. Like, I thought everybody's like, oh, that's Priscilla. I'm like, no way. That's like a 17-year-old, some teenager. But you see the family. They were the last to file in. Austin was sitting front row. Then we have A.C. Wharton, who gave a nice tribute.
Dr. Brewster was a gifted songwriter whose prolific pen helped to propel gospel singers' careers to soaring heights.
So guys, unfortunately for some of this, the speaker was right in the way of the podium. But this is Billy Corgan. I really enjoyed his performance.
Twilight fades through blasted Avalon. The sky's cruel touch, an aching Audubon, into the uncertain divide. We scream into the last divide.
Guys, after Billy was Alanis Morissette.
It's a walk in the park and it seems she's got it as good as it gets.
And guys, this was such a nice memorial. It was nice to see everybody come out and show love for Lisa, the fans, her friends, as you see here. Very talented. Lisa would have loved it. And then after Alanis, there you see Jerry Schilling. He gave a very moving speech.
The last thing she said to me, Jerry Schilling, I love you.
And guys, really to get another view of this, I would suggest you check out a live stream that was streamed on People or Entertainment Tonight. You really get to hear what everybody had to say up close.
My role model, my superhero, in much more ways than one. Even now, I can't get across everything there is to be understood or known about her. But as she always said,
And guys, I didn't sit up and record the whole thing. I wanted to absorb it myself. And but you could see there, Priscilla was very fragile, obviously. Very heartbroken, as well as Riley and the two twins. It was really funny there for the people who were there. Whenever somebody got up to speak, the sun would come out. It was so cloudy until it started. Then the sun started peeking through the clouds, and people noticed that. A few people behind me actually passed out. Paramedics had to come. I think it was just probably too much for them. At that point, we were sitting for hours.
We scream into the last divide.
But darling, when I hold you, don't you know I feel the same? Ooh, yeah.
So Axl there with a very unique performance. There's a couple things he said about the movie that I think you guys would like.
Movie and how she felt it portrayed her father and the care that was put into the film by those involved. Mr. Lerman's vision and direction and Austin Butler's dedication to the role of her father.
So everybody who got up to speak is not included in this video. But at the end here, the choir, oh my gosh, they wrapped up this memorial and I was about to cry. I don't know about anybody else. All right, guys, so that was my trip to Lisa's memorial in Memphis. For those of you who couldn't be there, at least you have a video like this, or you can check out the live stream that they did on like ET People. It's up there. The only thing I regret is I didn't see Lisa's grave, which I feel bad about, but by that point, I was like standing for like 8 hours. I only had 2 hours sleep in like a day and a half. and I saw the line, and I was kind of pressed for time. I knew I wouldn't even be able to get in there for like another hour and a half, and I had to get my car back. And but it's not too bad, because when I go to see it, I kind of see it like on my own a little more, rather than just like shoulder to shoulder with everybody, you know, just kind of rushing you past it. Also, some of you said, well, you weren't supposed to record anything. Well, I mean, the thing was live streamed. What they meant at the end was, or at least this is how I took it, was when you're going past Lisa's grave, don't record the family. They wanted it to be private, and I understand that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, helps to grow and expand the channel. Rest in peace, Lisa. And I think now that everything is starting to settle, the dust is starting to settle, it will probably sink in maybe even more and more. But it's a very tragic thing. I'm glad I was there to experience this, and we'll talk to you next time.